Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Missy. Thanks for joining me again for another layout process video. This layout is for HipKit Club, and it's the second layout that I made using the 2015 HipKits. And as you can see, the colors are so pretty. It's really difficult to pick and choose which pieces to use. That paper right there has to be the most gorgeous paper that has ever crossed my desk. I love that paper. It's just, oh my goodness, the colors, the blending, so pretty. I just stared at it for quite a while before deciding what to do with it. So I picked out some embellishments that I think will go with it, and a lot of them are the Fancy Pants tags, and a lot of them are the Project Life cards. And I don't do Project Life, but I do use a lot of the cards on my layouts. And our fellow design team member Kim Watson, who is amazing, designed them this month, and they are just gorgeous. I love them. So I'm going through the pattern papers and just creating some layers behind my picture, and I'm trying to use, similar colors that are in that background paper. But I don't want them to be really overpowering because I want that background to really show through, because it's so pretty. The back of that paper is polka dots, and it's really cute, but there's no comparison to me. I love polka dots, don't get me wrong, but this I guess you would call it the bokeh. It's so pretty. And it's from Simple Stories, the Summer Vibes collection. So, yeah, I love it. So I'm going to use some of the Project Life cards. There's some 4x6 and some 3x4s. I think that's 3x4. And the way I'm designing this page, it just kind of came together kind of quickly for me. The way it just sort of fell together, because that's a big sheet, or not a sheet, a big card in the back, and then a smaller card right there. And I'm just going to kind of layer in some of these tags, and I didn't really, have an idea of my finished product, but I just kind of started layering in some of these tags, and it went pretty quick. And I really like that the tags already have thread in them, so you don't have to add that yourself. And so I know this is how I like this. So I'm going to go ahead and start sticking everything down, even though I'm not going to stick it to the background paper yet. I really love that the Project Life cards are custom made to match the colors in this kit. They look like they came with the Simple Stories paper and all of these Fancy Pants tags and embellishments. They match perfectly. So it made everything come together really, really nicely and really quickly, because everything just coordinated. And there's some really fun frames in the kits there. So now I want to do a little bit of playing around with this embossing powder. And if you got the color kit, then you saw there's some bright orange embossing powder and some clear embossing powder. And this was an experiment that actually turned into something that I used on the page. And that's actually just a piece of printer paper there. And I'm taking that Chamel camera stamp and using the Avery Elle ink that also came in the color kit. And it dries right away. It dried really quickly. So for me to be able to emboss on it, I pulled out my embossing ink. And it's actually in that little bottle, that little dabber bottle, but it's embossing ink. And I'm just going to stamp right over that red color, and then I'm going to go over it with this orange. I was just kind of playing around with mixing colors. I didn't know how it was going to turn out, if the red color would show through the orange. And I just embossed it when you weren't looking, because my heat gun's way over there. And it dried. It looked really cool. I liked how it looked. The orange pretty much covered up the red, but that was okay with me. So I'm going to do this again, and I'm going to stamp over the other camera in the embossing ink, and then I'm going to use the clear, because I wanted the camera to be red this time. So I just went over it in clear, and I eventually make my heat gun reach over under the camera, but not yet. As you can see, I just turned the camera off and did it. I think in my next video I fix it to where I can do my heat gun under the camera. And I decided to just cut these out as is. They were just an experiment, but I kind of liked the way they looked, and I honestly just didn't want to have to do them again. I know that sounds lazy, but I didn't. And I thought, I'm just going to use these. They turned out pretty cool. So I just cut them out. And even though it's not on cardstock or any fancy paper, I like the way they look. So I have a bright orange one and then that really pretty red color. I don't have that ink right in front of me, or I would tell you the name of that. Oh, yes, I do. It's right here. Hang on. Raspberry. It's called Raspberry. The yellow one is called Daisy. The red one is called Raspberry. I thought I'd put them up, but they were right here hiding under some stuff. Imagine that, an avalanche of scrapbook stuff on my desk. Who would have thunk it, right? Just kidding. It's always messy. So anyway, back to what I'm doing here. You know me and my mixed media obsession, but I could not do a lot to this paper. I did not want to do a lot to this paper because it's just gorgeous as is. So I just decided to add a little bit of texture to the background. So oh, that went fuzzy. Sorry about that. I took this line stencil that I've had for years and some modeling paste, and you can't even really tell from here, but it's just some lines on the background just to give it a little bit of texture. And that's all I did. I didn't do I didn't do gelatos, watercolors, anything. So I just thought this paper was too gorgeous to muddy up with anything else. So I play around with this crate paper frame, and I wind up not using it. It's got gold on it, which I love, but I don't know. It just, no matter where I put it, it wasn't gelling for me, so it comes off. And I really like how those embossed cameras turned out. That was actually really fun and not hard at all. I think the colors turned out really nicely because that orange embossing powder is really, really bright. But it goes with everything that's on this page. It wasn't so bright that it took away from that faded orange color. And I was really pleased with the final result of how that looks. So I'm just playing around with some of the embellishments. I do use a bit of that glittery gold frame. So there are elements of gold everywhere. A little bit, not too much. That little piece at the top, I use that. And I do tie in some craft elements because there are a lot of craft tags in this kit also. And I love that the cord and the string is already in the tags. Because if it wasn't, I would add it myself. Because, I don't know, I just like tags with strings hanging off of them. So the fact that they were already done for you just made it that much easier. So I'm going to layer in these little cameras here as is. And just keep working on the embellishments. If there's a part that's going to be hidden that's got gold glitter on it, I cut out the hidden part because I don't want to waste that. I'm probably going to try and use that on another project because I like to layer things like that anyway, and so I don't want any wasted gold glitter. Just can't have wasted gold glitter. All right, so this was fun. I decided to try to recreate the ombre look on this wood veneer, and it was really easy to do. It matches the paper perfectly. So get out the red, get out the yellow, stick your finger in it, and just blend one half of it red and one half of it yellow. And there you go. It matches that paper. Easy. And you get that little mix of orange in the middle. I was very, very pleased with how that turned out. Super easy. Easy. It rubs on really easy. It blends really easily. And I love how it looks like it matches that paper perfectly. So that was awesome. So I'm going to come in with some aqua color thread for a little bit more layering there before I glue that wood veneer down. I fidget with thread for so long to get it just right. I think I'm the last person on the planet to not have one of those little adhesive bottles that everyone has with the little teeny tiny oh gosh, I don't even know what they're called. Everyone's getting them at Hobby Lobby. Those glue bottles that have the teeny tiny pen-sized end where they never clog. The next time I go to Hobby Lobby, it's about 45 minutes away. So the next time I go, I'm going to get one because I love this Scotch quick dry adhesive, but it's clogged all the time. All the time. And I just fight with it. So I'm definitely going to get my hands on one of those bottles soon. So I'm coming in with my my little title here, and I'm using a mix of the Ellie's Studio Alphas. Those wood ones came in the, or not wood, but they're wood grain pattern. They came in the Project Life kit, and I'm mixing them with that really pretty teal color. And I'm going to add a little bit more thread here, and I really love how this came together. I love all the layers, and since that background paper was so pretty, I didn't feel like I was, missing anything with not doing any mixed media, because usually I feel like if I'm, I don't know, it's just how I like to create layouts. I like to get messy and, add the gelatos and add the paint. But this one, I didn't feel like it needed it at all. So I got my mixed media fix in doing the embossing with those cameras. And so that part was fun. Lots of little wood veneer bits and pieces in this kit. So I covered up my picture, and I do add a little bit of Heidi Swapp Gold Color Shine just to tie in all the little gold elements around the page. But, it's not a huge deal that's going to take away from all of that gorgeous background paper. And I finally decide to make the Elle Studio letters pop a little bit more, so I just take my white pen and give them a little trace. And I did add some gold stitching, not a whole lot, but enough here and there to add some more interest. And I'm going to add in a little bit of journaling here. And I think that's going to call it a day. That's going to be it. I really, really loved how this came out. That paper, oh my goodness. I really think it's the prettiest paper I've ever scrapped with. And I have I have 2 more of it. So I don't know what else I'm going to do with it, but I love it. So there's the final picture. Oh, the colors. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, I'll stop swooning over this. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Visit hipkitclub.net to get your hands on some of these kits. And I want to thank you guys so much. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I will see you again next time. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day.